Now we're doing the Sölkha practice in the blue Sölkha book on page 1.
Sanje je dan so je nam lo sanjo ba de dan je sun je da ga jin so je ba so nam je do la bin so san je do ba yo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Sim je dam je deva jadan dem bar jor je dongar je jodan rawa jor je donga me be deva dam ndava jor je nyeren jadan nedan danyala ne ba jor je.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Long me ding do ji ding de jong yang xian jia jie na xiang a de zeng a jie ba ong hong zheng re da da ma lam bam bam dam jian ze hong ye na wu long ge be long ye me ba ze xie xian go we nie jong be we ze le jie da ma me jie ge ga jiu da de hong wa wa ze le wo. Page 3.
I appear as the Yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Dharma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hum, Dam, Shri, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Bam, and Dam. A wind of Hung emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, Hung, Ah, and Om are stacked one above the other. Light radiates from these and gathers nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar.
Lama ya dan dan kan ro ju jong so ma no la so jong ya da dan ge re len chan ro do je jin dan jin dan dun de.
Light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings who then gather before me like billowing clouds.
Om ben Zarling ba den pu be de be lo gen gen de ne ve de sha da ba de go.
According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the Dharma with light tubes emerging from their Vajra tongues and thus are pleased and satisfied.
Zarling Jebe Laman Ye Hero Ye Garam Ka Ye Zo Thubsang Chodop Surwan Dab So Tok Ji Zong Oma Wong Yadan Sab Ju Nan Ju Dang Nan Ju La Me Jede De Ji Tu Sang Ji Si Dang Manna Maya Jama Dang Den Yala So Jarva La Ye Thoram Jam Sanyeng Yadam Jingu Jam Tu Zo Ye Hero Ye Garam Ka Menten De Drup So Da Ne Drup Nam Ni Zar Du Sur Wa Tam Jin Jam Son Tho Dop Jin Ban Go Sa Tin Song Che Je Dharma Dam Mona Jam Ra Haran Yin Chong Sing Dong Ra La Ben No Jin Zamar So Che Jong Go Je Dorman Ye Hero Je Garam Ga Ye Pa Je Ne Dun Dap Gwek Do Je Lopon Go Zens Che Dan Den Ba Song Heng Bar Da Ga Sam Dun Ra Ban Zo Oma Namang Tu Sen Zamba La No Je No Da Po Mon Mong Zin La Nga Zama Dang Rek Si La Jin Ya Yang Jen Che Je Dorma Oma Wo La La Sa Gar Jar Jin Dang Sok Jong Cho So Zan It Pan Gun Dun Je Tsering A Zon Che Jin Tun Pe Dorma De Ye Hero Je Karam Ga Par Che So Lan Tun Jin Drup Oma Wo Nam Sa Pa So Sob Je Ye Yep Da Nyong Man Ne Nam Che Pa Ya Nen Da Da Ge Da Pun Ko Je Dorma De Ye Hero Je Karam Ga Dan Tu Chu Yen Drupon Zo Oma Wong Ge Dan Long Den Jong Pe Zo Len Ja Pa Long Xiang Gon Ka Yen Che Je Dorma De Ye Hero Ye Karam Ga No Se Hyang Ne Pen Sam Je Len Cha Sang Khenpo Long Xiang Gon Da Jin Ko An Zo Oma Wong Do Do Sem Jin Da Ye Zon Je Je Do Ma Ja Je Ye Hero Ye Karam Ga Ye Ra Ra Do Ma So Je Ne Pen Do Zang Je
Continue in English. Home, please consider me. Home, please consider me. Home, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Heruka, glorious Great Bhairava. By nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances. You are the foremost lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons. Wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor, you protect awareness-holding yogins as if they were your own children. You assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior, God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Heruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken path with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God's spirits and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, Please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Ma Hri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mada Achichukudronmam, arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mada Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharmatara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble lady Tashi Tsering Ma, Mio Lopsang Ma, Dekar Dosang Ma, Tingi Shalsang Ma, and Chirpen Jingsang Ma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of rightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you, bless us yogins with our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God's spirits and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya Jaya, Siddhi Siddhi, Pala Pala.
Yum Roja Wayam Zala Jango, Saro Dan Sansan Dongan Gando Danya Zeka Jango, Pinchima Nain Dayon, Siyongo Ponya Denda Jeba Jango Bodon, Naboton Dasha, Bumjezo, Mamo Sewa Kanzinu Jinja, Ponya de Jesa Jesana. Azo Jodo Levzi Drungo Je, Takitsere Mona Jandat, Harame Senja Jinam Dese, Ringa Lezi Noja, Kinjoya Zadura La Jaje Gongano Jayale, Tam Jindan La Zamba Genya, Jidingun Betimba Jonal, Sedin Daloya Jejin Zekzo, Nothing Koson Toyondra. Tahize Dada Bunye Joda, Mira Domazo, Remita Zaren Jingong, Koga Sawan Zongun Jurbaden, the Beijing Baye Kenjabezo, Dizodam Jinjam Zola, Solon Jola Bala Jejek, Dudagango Damsenya Judge, Gandazo Jebeja, Donje Debeta Sonjalangoda. Kada de son kodan gaza jam badanye beda bezazem dawada son bege bomba baje da sebe bodon kesam dena jügen de banzo njidin son go jüge renjen yada dembe sajen jabanzo jengo dense gajalanjon Namje Somani de Zeveja, Namjo Jovan Dalandaban, Sanje de Songonjo Ombande, Genden da Jonamjo Zebab, Niseta Satapu Tombola, Kodalan Jujeba Nidan, Gimme Lamso de Beludo de Melayan Zendevajo, Nada Deni. Sekom Jove Ronzen Semse Jen, Lularen Jam Deva Konezo, Yela Nambaro Bedenze Je, Sami Deve Namyangom, Joso Jojo Joda Jo, Dena Dazamayan Zedong Javanzo, Yela Da Yelan Jobuzo, Sesalam Dan Jole Rodenzo, Jepeda Jajon Gonzeva Jon, Dona Zamdo Yekendo, Dadan Daye Senje Danje, Lamezo Buson Jodobal, Gajem Bajem Male Javadan, Danje Male Lanjandabat, Jegan Yela Dembadan Jajan, the Bangado Zoanzabat, Sumba Yena Jenam Jedaka Sandamale Alogengende nevede şadabade Sado Samaya Manapalaya Benzo Sado Denoba Didando Meba Sudakayo Mebawa Sobajayo Mebawa Anarato Mebawa Sava Side Medrayata Sava Gama Suta Chitam Shayang Goro Hong Ha Wo Bangavan Sarva Tatanga Dam Benza Mame Benza Benza Bava Ma Sama Sado Indane Dindan Linje Dungo Sida Yone Jane Meje Dawaso Jona Lepa Zada So Sada De Dam Benza So Jomden De Jinga Drapa Seba Ganzala Bayenjo Jujon Soma Namje Dashe Sho Benza Heraga Samaya Monopalaya Heraga Tino Batidana Domeba Sadakaya Mebawa Sobajayo Anara Domebawa Sawa Sudin Baya Sawa Kama Sudan Kuroha Wubanga Heraga Mamita Heraga 25. Noi Wom Benzana Da Gondole Hanan Wom Be Wome Soba Vajodai Sarvatam Soba Vajodo Vain Tombe Ngale Rambo Jele Trape Noya Shen Jajevanan Don Makado Dero Pampo Sonzop
Back to Namgyalma, page 25. From the state of emptiness arises a vast and spacious vessel composed of precious substances. The Dharma inside it transforms into a great ocean of wisdom nectar endowed with perfect color, scent, taste, and power. The mundane guests and transcendent ones partake of the Dharma by drawing its essence through straws of light that emerge from their tongues.
Omaga Romagam Sarva Dharmanam Adenebe Nadada Oma Pesava Omaga Romagam Sarva Dharma Adenebe Nadada Oma Pesava Omaga Romagam Sarva Dharmanam Adenebe Nadada Oma Pesava Omaga Romagam Sarva Dharmana Vadene Benadada Oma Vombeso Omaga Romagam Sarva Dharmana Vadene Benadada Oma Vombeso Jedin Dormadam Bande Babezona Nyejaje Tamjin to Rigdo Dorme Zemjerje Lenja Bolon Zawada Lame Sanjo Nedoyo.
May this Dharma offering please the assembly of noble ones. May it mend Samaya with the oath-bound ones. May it satisfy the 6 classes of beings. May it purify the depths with karmic creditors. And may all beings swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening.
Ome soba wa shudai sarva dharma soba shudha wa dongpe ngale rumbu jile no yang shen ja jewe nanda dharma ka do dharana puson soba yi shi je de ze jan zo jembo jo.
Page 25. From the state of emptiness arises a vast and spacious vessel composed of precious substances. The Dharma inside it transforms into a great ocean of wisdom nectar, endowed with perfect color, scent, taste, and power. The mundane guests and transcendent ones partake of the Dharma by drawing its essence through straws of light that emerge from their tongues. May this Dharma offering please the assembly of noble ones. May it mend Samaya with the oath-bound ones. May it satisfy the 6 classes of beings. May it purify the depths with karmic creditors. And may all beings swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening.
sopa wa shuddha sarva dharma sopa shuddho hai dongpe ngale rambo jele drape no yang shen ja jewe nan tonma kato dhara nepa pusam sopa ye hi je de ze yang Khenpo ya.
From the state of emptiness arises a vast and spacious vessel composed of precious substances. The Dorma inside it transforms into a great ocean of wisdom nectar endowed with perfect color, scent, taste, and power. The mundane guests and transcendent ones partake of the Dorma by drawing its essence through straws of light that emerge from their tongues. May this Dorma offering please the assembly of noble ones, may it mend Samaya with the oath-bound ones, may it satisfy the 6 classes of beings, may it purify the depths with karmic creditors, and may all beings swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening.
Hana Wombe Ome Soba Vashuddha Sarva Dharma Soba Vashuddho Hai Dongpe Ngale Rampo Cheletra No Yang Shen Jajewe Nanda Dorma Kato Dhara Nepa Pusonzo Yeshe Jede Janzo Jembo.
From the state of emptiness arises a vast and spacious vessel composed of precious substances. The Dorma inside it transforms into a great ocean of wisdom nectar endowed with perfect color, scent, taste, and power.
Unekam Bunzaya Sabara Varabe Wama Garoma Kansarva Dharma Adendebe Nadeda Wama Awa Peso Vai Wame Sarva Dada Ngada Unekam Bunzaya Sabara Varabe O Agaroma Kansarva Dharma Nama Adendebe Nadeda Om Peso Om Sarva Dada Engada Unekam Banzaya Sabare Varabe Om Garom Kansarva Dharma Namadene Om Peso Om Sarva Dada Engada Unekam Banzaya Sabare Varabe Om Garom Kansarva Dharma Namadene Benade Dawoma Pe so wo me sarva da da nga da une ka bunza ya sa pa re wa ra be Om Akara Maka Sarva Ade de Ben Ade Da Voma Vom Pe Sova Ome Sava Dada Enga Da Uneka Banza Sapara Vara Argamba De Zaya Sova Ome Sava Dada Enga Da Uneka Banza Ya Sapara Vara Padem Pade Zaya Sova Ome Sarva Dada Enga Une Kambunzaya Sapare Vara Pipe Pade Zaya Sova Ome Sarva Dada Enga Da Une Kambunzaya Sapare Vara Dipe Pade Zaya Sova Ome Sarva Dada Enga Da Une Kambunzaya Sapare Vara Aloke Pade Zaya Sova Vome Sarva Dada Enga Da Une Kambunzaya Sapare Ginde Pade Zaya Sova Vome Sarva Sapare Vare Nevede Pade Zaya Sova Vome Sarva Dada Enga Da Une Kambunzaya Sapare Vare Shabda Pade Zaya Lama Danga Davendo Yasan Sabdi Ramzi Shavaka Yeshe Baya Zayan Jotama Nambajam Yala Jangsa Loin Jajin Dolman De Yela Nam Joda Jangha Jela Neme Zeda Wasodam Padan Jadan Karbozan Lam Jaya Jekun Tobje Yedan Jela Sobaya Lejang Wada Dala Zoy Tam Zoj Zong Hadagan Jekaden Zo Timen Javane Nam Dan Donangana Shavadam Belangin Timangé Setting Bomi Banzo Jede De Lo Leda Danam Payan Chambava De Le Dam Jendabada Yelan De Bagondo.
Page 28. I pay homage at the feet of Vijaya and the glorious goddess who is the color of the autumn moon, with exceedingly beautiful and peaceful forms, 3 faces and 8 arms, she who grants supreme life and wisdom beyond measure. Accepting this Dharma offering, please grant us practitioners and our retinues good health, longevity, power, glory, renown, good fortune, and abundance. Grant us mastery over all activities such as pacifying, increasing, and so forth. You holders of Samaya, protect us and graciously bestow all accomplishments upon us. Pacify untimely death, all illness, negative forces, and hindrances. Eliminate bad dreams, ill omens, and evil spells. Grant well-being to the world, good harvests, and abundant crops. Cause the teachings to flourish, bring about joy and happiness, and fulfill all aspirations as they are intended.
Da Gundale Hana Hana Hombe Wa Soba Vajada Sava Dharma Soba Kyada Wa Dombe Ngale Rambo Jelada No Yang Shen Jajeva Nanda Dharma Kado Jero Nipa Posum Sop Ishi Jede Jam So Jembo Ja
From the state of emptiness arises a vast and spacious vessel composed of precious substances. The Dharma inside it transforms into a great ocean of wisdom nectar endowed with perfect color, scent, taste, and power.
Om Avo Om Om Ditarai Daye Woma Garumaga Sarvadama Adene Ben Adeda Woma Om Beso Om Ditarai Daye Woma Garumaga Sarvadama Adene Ben Adeda Om Beso Om Ditarai Daya Oma Agaroma Gansarvadamana Dede Benade Oma Om Beso Om Birada Gaya Oma Agaroma Gansarvadam Adene Benade Da Oma Om Beso Om Birada Gaya Oma Agaroma Gansarvadam Sova Om Berada Gaye Oma Garoma Gansavadam Adene Benade Dawoma Om Bezova Om Berapa Jaya Oma Garoma Gansavad Adene Benade Dawoma Om Bezo Om Berapa Jaya Oma Garoma Gansavadam Adene Om Berapa Jaya Oma Garoma Gansavadamana Dinu Benodut Oma Om Bezova Om Beshavanaya Oma Garoma Gansavad Adene Benadeda Oma Om Bezova Om Beshavanaya Oma Garoma Gansavadamana Dinu Benodut Om Beshavanaya Oma Garoma Gansavadamana Dinu Benodut Om Bezo Zombe Gogun Tadavye Sanje Dembale Jangwa Yalo Nefsan Soye Jajen Yala Janzelun Chujin Tomande Yela Namgyo Jangwa Jeje Neme Tedang Wasodang Padang Radang Goza Long Jaje Gondo Je Yadang Jela Sobaye Le Jengwa Dala Zo Dam Se Jenje Dala Zo Hade Ganje Gaden Zo Demen Jawa Nenanda Donangena Jawa Da Balange Timangen Sedengen Bame Banza Jeden Deyen Lo Lei Dan Denan Peyen Jumba Da Dele Bozon Zoba Da Yelande Bagando.
Page 31. Homage to the four great kings who guard the four directions of the east, south, west, and north. With the armor of perseverance and endowed with power, they guard well the Buddha's teachings. Accepting this Dharma offering, please grant us practitioners and our retinues good health, longevity, power, glory, renown, good fortune, and abundance. Grant us mastery over all activities such as pacifying, increasing, and so forth. You holders of Samaya, protect us and graciously bestow all accomplishments upon us. Pacify untimely death, all illness, negative forces, and hindrances. Eliminate bad dreams, ill omens, and evil spells. Grant well-being to the world, good harvests, and abundant crops. Cause the teachings to flourish, bring about joy and happiness, and fulfill all aspirations as they are intended. The wisdom being generated by myself as the deity appears in front.
Paden Pade Zaya Sova, Ome Sarva Dada, Ngada Unegan Banzaya Sabarava, Pipe Pade Zaya Sova, Sava Dada, Ngada Unegan Banzaya Sabarava, Pipe Pade Zaya Sova. Sarva Dada, Ngada Unegan Banzaya Sabaravara, Aloke Pade Zaya Sova. Ome Sava Dada Ngada Negam Banzaya Sabara Ginde Pade Zaya Sova Ome Sava Dada Ngada Negam Banzaya Sabara Nevede Pade Zaya Sova Ome Sava Dada Ngada Negam Banzaya Sabara Shaka Pade Zaya Sova De Lama Denka Davendo, Yasan Saje Ramze Sheveka, Yeshe Paya Tsayan Chozoma, Namba Jameshal, Jansalo.
I pay homage at the feet of Vijaya, the glorious goddess who is the color of the autumn moon, with exceedingly beautiful and peaceful forms, 3 faces and 8 arms, she who grants supreme life and wisdom beyond measure.
Oi Jom De De Me La Zong Ku Dan Je Bo Nong Dong Son Je Dang San Chou San Ba Tam Je Dak Ja Pong Lo Yon Chung Ku Dan Je Ba Nan Ge Jen Pa Je Dan Je Xia Wan Ze Do So Cho Te Mong Ke Ngo Zhen Ma Le Ba To Ban Ze Do So Dak Zhen Ma Le Ba San Shen Che Wa Me Ba Ze Yang Ngo Zhe To Ba Ze Do So.
Assembly of deities of the transcendent victorious lady, together with your retinues, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please pacify all the adverse conditions and hindrances of us all, master and disciples, and our circles of companions. Bestow without exception all supreme and common attainments, pacify without exception all misdeeds and obscurations, and cause us to attain the city of immortal life.
O Namo Bhagavate Savate Lokya Jatam Bekendayam Vedayate Namadiyata Wondram
Page 23.
Shodayam Beshodayam Asama Samenda Hava Basavarana Gaden Gangana Sobava Beshade Abe Kinzadama Sarva Tatangada Sungada Vara Wazana Meda Bekegar Mahamada Midavade Ara Mama Sindaran Shodaya Beshodaya Gangana Sobava Beshad Unagam Banzaya Pareshade Sasa Remesinzo de Savatatang Awa lokene kata paremada parapurane savatatangata madenda hyabame jadijad savatatangata rindaya adijat mede ma mede benzekaya savatana parishud savakarma avarana beshede tatana vardaya mama ayurm beshud savatatangata samaya adij Om mane ma mane bamane maham bamane mate mahamade mamate sumate da Buddha kote pare shode babadam bade shode he zayan benza mara para sapara Sarvam Buddha adijade shude buden benza maham benza ga benza yanga benza zolanga benza uba benza samba benza baba mama shararam savazadonenza gaya pare shode baba da mesanda savanga de pare shode sheza sarvata da ishaza mam samasho sayendo Buddha Siddhaya, Bodhaya, Moza, Bamozaya, Shodaya, Beshod, Samenda Mozaya, Samende Reme Pare Shude, Savatatangata, Shendaya, Adid, Medema, Medamindavade. Om Dram Sova, Om Amedaya Dade Sova, Om Ahung Dram Sha Ang A Raja Raja Mam Sava Sato Eshaza Sova Mam Jabada Nyabada Kaya Neba Manje Ba Jela Nomba Jorbag Degan Chuje Zobar So
34. If anything was incomplete, degenerated, or beyond my power to perform, whatever additions, omissions, or mistakes I may have made, forgive them, please.
Om Benza Sato Samoyo Monu Poloyo Om Benza Sato Tenoba Titanda Meba Soda Kayo Meba Soba Jayo Meba Narado Meba Sarva Siddhe Meba Yata Sava Karma Sujame Zedan Shayam Goro Ha 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 Vo Bangave Sarva Tatan Gadam Bado Mamem Banza Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Om Banza Satwa Samaya Mana Balai Banza Satwa Tenoba Titan Me Bava Sodakayo Me Bava Sobajayo Me Bava Anarado Me Bava Savaside Me Bayaza Sava Karma Suza Me Chitam Hiryam Kuru Hong Ha 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 Ho Banga Sarva Tadanga Dam Banza Mama Banza Banza Bava Ma Sama Sadhu Om Banzar Sadwa Samaya Mana Balaya Banzar Sadwa Deno Bai Ditan Do Me Ba Sodakayo Me Bava Sobajayo Me Bava Anarado Me Sarva Karma Suza Me Chitam Hiryam Kuru Hong Ha Ha Ho Banga Sarva Tadanga Dam Benza Mama Benza Benza Baba Ma Sama Sadho Yeshe Banam Tinta Yeme Jur Tam Zay Badam Nujuran Yinja Dab Meme Vosa Dewa Jemburan Yija Ngovo Tomba Nyedo Jo.
The wisdom beings become inseparable with the representation of the deity, the commitment being the universe and all beings transform into their innate empty condition that is naturally pure, blissful luminosity, free from any reference point.
Nam Deyan Kausam Je Sim Jen Tam Je Je Devyen Shebe Yeshen Yodo Topa George.
Through this marriage, may all sentient beings of the three realms swiftly attain the primordial awareness of the Tathagatas.
Oi Parmogan Ye Lord Tenzin Je Panso Ze Yang Nye Zoye Chebda De Je Dale Nam Jarve De Ye Zodo Je Da Ye Yo.
Upon one's merely thinking of her, the glorious goddess grants the city of abundant life and conquers the hostile demon of the Lord of Death. May the auspiciousness of the Supreme Sugata Ushnisha be present. Let me continue in English on page 37. Upon once merely thinking of her, the glorious goddess grants the city of abundant life and conquers the hostile demon of the Lord of Death. Homage to the supreme Sugata Ushnisha. The all-victorious stupa stands on a throne made of various precious elements, with a vast and abundant array of exquisite adornments, and conquers all adversities. Homage to the nature of the Dharmakaya. At the center, on a brilliant moon and 1,000-petal lotus in full bloom, is Amitayos, the Lord of immortal life. Homage to the emanation of the beautiful goddess. From the widely praised form of Ushnisha Vijaya, the victorious crown of all Buddhas, emanate boundless streams of light. Homage to she who bestows the attainment of immortal life. Homage to her form, which unites the beauty of 10 million autumn moons, her nature fully liberated, the adornment of a lotus stalk, her 3 eyes, 3 faces, the 3 kayas, and her cross-legged Vajra posture, pure method and wisdom. Homage to her whose 3 faces have 3 eyes. Her main face is charming and white like a gunda flower. Her right face is peaceful and the color of refined gold, and her left face is semi-wrathful and blue. Homage to her whose right hands have a crossed Vajra, a white lotus with Amitabha on top, a supreme arrow that strikes at the heart of the Mara of death, and the mudra of supreme giving. Homage to her whose left hands have a Vajra noose held in threatening mudra, a bow made of jewels summoning vast cities, the mudra granting protection and the vase filled with nectar. Homage to her who is dressed in white upper robes, exquisite and smooth, who is bedecked with various fine ornaments, who shines brilliantly with colorful light, who wears fine silks and a beautiful skirt. On the right is Avalokiteshvara, white like a water crystal, holding a lotus in full bloom in his left hand. Homage to the peaceful protector of all beings. On the left is the Bodhisattva Vajrapani, sky-colored on a sun disk, and holding an Utpala with a Vajra in his left hand. Homage to the conqueror of Mara and its vicious hordes. Homage to those 2 who stand upright with 1 face and 2 arms, adorned with jewels and skirts of various silks, and holding yak-tail fans in their right hands. Homage to Achala in the east, whose nature is generosity, who is blue like an Utpala and who destroys the Mara of the aggregates with his fiery sword and pacifies all suffering. Homage to Kamaraja in the south, whose nature is kind speech, who is pale yellow like flax, and who slices the heart of the Mara of death with his Vajra hook and overpowers all beings. Homage to Niladanda in the west, whose nature is purposeful activity, who is the color of rain clouds, and who reduces to ash the Mara of afflictions with a murderous bludgeon and increases abundance. Homage to Mahabala in the north, whose nature is consistency in words and deeds, who is dark yellow like a bee, and who overcomes the Mara of the divine sun with his blazing Vajra and subdues all vicious ones. All stand on lotuses and sun discs, each with 1 face, 2 arms, 3 wide open and glaring eyes, their mood impassioned, their left leg extended. They are brilliant and majestic. Homage to the fierce destroyers of all hindrances. Homage to them whose deep blue color is like sapphire, their dark hair streaming upwards, who are adorned with 8 nagas and jeweled ornaments, who wear fresh tiger skin skirts and whose left hands are in the threatening mudra. Homage to the radiant young gods of pure abodes above, who make infinite offerings of incense, perfumes, and garlands of well-arranged flowers. Homage to Indra, the leader of gods, who holds aloft the supreme jeweled umbrella, and who, together with his retinue, abides amidst the clouds of righteousness and thunders out melodious praise. Your nature is utterly pure like space, upending the manifold lattice of conceptual elaborations. You are the basis of myriad immaculate qualities. Homage to the Dharmakaya Ushnisha. Abiding in Akanishta and other pure lands, your supreme body, most beautiful form, is endowed with the major and minor marks. You satisfy the minds of pure beings to be tamed. Homage to the Sambhogakaya Ushnisha. Manifesting myriad forms and teaching myriad dharmas to accord with the inclinations of limitless tameable ones. You bring to perfection whatever they desire or hope for. Homage to the Nirmanakaya Ushnisha. By the power of praising you with respect, visualizing your exalted form and reciting your powerful mantra, let us accomplish all desired aims that accord with the Dharma. all negativities arisen from the forces of karma and emotional afflictions, the cause of all fear and suffering so difficult to bear, of limitless beings, others and myself, please pacify them. All unfavorable conditions, enemies, robbers and thieves, oppression by barbarians, the terror of harm by wild animals, foreign armies, and so forth, arisen from past karma and temporary circumstances, please pacify them. All harm caused by evil spirits who disrupt life force and virtuous practice, the 424 kinds of illness, epidemic disease, the 80,000 kinds of disease-causing spirits, the 15 great demons, and so forth, please pacify them. The harm inflicted by meteor strikes, earthquakes, curses and spells, sudden death, and all harm from humans and non-humans, and so forth, please pacify them. All pollution created by the sudden strike of murderous evil spirits, poison, deadly chemicals, ingested toxins, and all defilements and impurities caused by hostility and impairment of samaya, please pacify them. Through such miseries of outer body and inner mind result from our own actions, through the power of your mastery of the 10 powers of a bodhisattva and the 10 strengths of a Buddha, please pacify all forms of suffering, overpower all my miseries, and through my previous virtues, aspirations, and the samadhi of great bliss, please pacify all karmas and emotional afflictions, all karmas and obscurations that lead to a short life, accumulated since beginningless time while endlessly wandering in samsara, taking the lives of others, hurting and robbing them, and so forth, please purify and cleanse them. Now that I possess good merit and karmic conditions, cleanse and wash away all suffering and causes of deterioration and decline with your immortal elixir of life. As the practice of the Buddha's teachings is the only gateway leading to true benefit and happiness, let life, true merit, and virtuous activity increase like the waxing moon. Conquer the enemy of untimely death and lengthen the life of this excellent body of pure conduct, enhance complexion and the practice of the sacred dharma, and boundlessly increase longevity. As all impure and corrupted substances, such as ill-gotten food, goods stolen from the 3 jewels or others, has been abandoned through sustenance gained through ethical means, concordant with the Dharma, without wrongdoing, may physical strength increase. As all illness, oblivious sensuality, and any hindrances to vitality have been pacified, let wholesome activities such as learning and practicing day and night increase. May those who are to be my students regard the law of karma carefully, be accomplished in the meaning of the scriptures, observe pure conduct, and be diligent in learning. May the Buddha's teachings thereby increase throughout the 10 directions. By the power of praising and supplicating in this way, and through having found the royal treasure house of the natural immortal state, the precious jewel of the mind and of longevity, may impoverishment in this life, in the life of all beings, be dispelled. Now we do the dedication prayers, starting on page 11 in the yellow prayer book. By this merit may I attain omniscience, having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. Whatever virtue sentient beings possess, whatever good they have done, will do, and are doing now, whatever goodness there may be, may it permeate all beings everywhere. By the virtue accumulated throughout the 3 times by others and myself, may all beings filling the reaches of space enter the gateway of the unexcelled path, and may they attain the Vajraholder's ground. By all the virtue actually performed and mentally created by myself and all sentient beings of the 3 times, may all beings of the 6 realms attain the 5 kayas and realize the primordial wisdom of the Buddhas in the Dhatu mandala of the awakened mind. Glorious root Guru, precious one, who sits upon a lotus at my heart, hold me with kindness and grant me accomplishments of enlightened body, speech, and mind. I pray for the excellent health of the Guru. I pray that he lives a supremely long life. I pray that his activities spread far and wide. Grant blessings that I may not be separate from my Guru. May the Buddha's teachings, the only source of benefit and happiness, endure long, and may the victory banner of longevity for those upholding the teachings be steadfast. May the sound of the great Dharma drum liberate all sentient beings from suffering. Please remain and teach the Dharma for infinite millions of kalpas. By the might of this powerful merit, may the aspirations of the benefactors and their circles be accomplished within this very life. May their obstacles be pacified, may everything be auspicious, and may their wishes be fulfilled according to the Dharma. Just as the hero Manjushri realized things as they are, and as did Samanta too, I will follow in their path and perfectly dedicate all these virtues. As all such dedications have been praised as supreme by the victorious ones after 3 times, I fully dedicate all my roots of virtue to excellent conduct. By the blessing of the Buddhas who attained the 3 kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging nature of reality, and by the blessing of the undivided Sangha community, may my prayers be fulfilled according to this dedication. By the virtues accumulated in the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious awakening. Great Vajradharam, Tilopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharmalord Gambopa, Pagmodrupa, and Lord Jigungpa, may the auspiciousness of all the Kagyu Lamas prevail. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root, and lineage gurus, divine assembly of Yidams, assemblies of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, heroes and heroines, Yogini and her assembly of Dakinis, all of you dwelling in the 10 directions, please heed me. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of attachment, hatred, ignorance, pride, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May thoughts of fame, reputation, respect, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. At the moment of death, may I not experience the suffering of being abruptly severed from this life. May I not suffer a terrible death. May I not die confused by wrong views. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind itself and in the crystal clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya Lion. Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Jigungpa, great Lord of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the Holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Arya Deva emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Chikden Gompo. May the life of glorious Gargon remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 28. May the teachings of the great Jigungpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the end of cyclic existence, through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Oh Ewan de yen yer do do jen as a wand of jun do wa je jam le bar de ya salang go bo yo.
Thank you for joining us for the Namgyalma practice. Tomorrow will be our last day of Namgyalma, and we will start at 9 a.m. Be well.
Om Namo Bhagavate Savate Loja Taten Bekitayam Bedayate Nama Tiyata Om Dum 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 Shodaya Shodayam Beshodayam Beshodaya Asama Samenta Awaba Savarana Gaten Gangana Sobavam Beshede Abe Kinza Dhamam Sarva Tatangada Sungada Vara Vajana Ameda Abeke Kara Mahamada Mindavade Ahara Mama Aya Sandaran Shodaya Beshodayam Beshodaya Gangana Sobavam Beshide Unakam Benzaya Pareshode Sahasa Reme Sinzodade Sarva Tatangada Avalokane Kata Paramada Parapurana Sava Tatangada Made Nashabeme Tate Sava Tatangada Shendaya Ade Tate Mede Mahamede Benzakaya Swatana Pareshode Sarva Karma Avarana Beshode Tatene Vataya Mama Ayar Beshode Sarva Tatangada Samaya Ade Tate Om Mene Mahamene Bamanem Mam Bamanem Made Mahamade Mamade Sumade Tata Buddha Kote Pare Shodem Bapade Bude Shode Hen Zayan Banzayam Mara Para Saparaya Sarvam Buddha Ade Tade Shude Buden Benzan Mahan Benza Sun Benzan Garben Zayan Garben Benzayan Garben Benzan Zolan Garben Benza Uba Benza Samba Benzan Benza Bawata Mama Shararam Sarva Satonenza Kaya Pareshade Bhavate Mesanda Savangade Pareshade Shetza Sarva Tatangada Eshaza Mam Samasho Sayenda Bedaya Sidaya Bodaya Mozaya Shodaya Beshodaya Samenda Mozaya Samenda Reme Pareshade Sava Tatangada Shendaya Ade Mede Mahamada Minda Pade Sova Om Drum Sova Om Amedaya Dade Sova Om Avon Chang She Ang Rakya Mam Sava Sada Eshaza Sova